For my MVPs this year in the 2021 season, in the AL, I have Mike Trout, and in the NL, I have Mookie Betts. Thank you guys for watching the video. Nah, I can't be doing that. I gotta make things interesting on this channel. That'd be the easy way out to go for this video. Stick around, I'll be giving you my real predictions for the MLB MVPs this year. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Tom here. Today we are talking about MVPs, the most valuable players. There's a lot of great candidates out there, and before we get into it, I want to give a disclaimer. These will be strictly my opinions and gut feelings. You know, you kind of have to look in the past a little bit and project players into the future, and that's very hard to do. People get paid a lot of money to do it, and I'm just a guy sitting in my bedroom talking about it. So take it with a grain of salt and let me know who you think will win the MVPs down in the comments below. Now that you just wrote down who you think are gonna win the MVPs this year, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'll be talking a bunch of baseball content, especially MLB content right now with spring training going on and the regular season right around the corner. All right, let's get into it. We'll start with the AL side of things. In the AL, it's obvious that Mike Trout is always going to be up there and the favorite to win it. I mean, I think I saw a stat saying that in the past decade that he's been playing, he's only been outside the top 2 or 3 in MVP voting twice. And one time was this past 2020 season in a shortened season, and he still had really good stats. So Mike Trout, I think I'm gonna exclude from this list because that'd be the easy cop out. So we got Mike Trout in a separate category, and I'll be giving you my AL MVP prediction right now. There's a lot of great candidates to choose from, you know, in the AL. You got Alex Bregman, DJ LeMahieu, but I think a guy that not many are expecting or are sleeping on, and that is George Springer. That is my pick for this year. Lock it in. If you are betting on him in Vegas or on a sports book, right now it's at plus 3,000. So if you put some money on George Springer and he wins, you're going to be coming away with some dough. I just have a gut feeling that George Springer is about to pop off with the Toronto Blue Jays. New scenery, you know, he can relax over in Toronto with the Blue Jays. He's got a lot of protection in that lineup. There's a bunch of studs throughout the whole lineup 1 through 9. Essentially, pitchers are going to have to pitch to him, and he's going to get pitches to hits, and I think he's going to do great this season because of that. So let's take a look at some of George Springer's past years. This season in 2020, he hit 265 with 14 home runs and 32 RBIs. He had a 146 WRC plus, a 379 WOBA, and he was in the 96th percentile in expected WOBA. You know, in this 2020 season, George Springer got off to a slow start. In the first half, he was hitting 200 with only 4 home runs, but then he turned it up in the second half of the season. He hit 300 with 10 home runs. So he had a great second half of the shortened 2020 season. And we go 1 year back before the shortened season in 2019. He hit 292 with a 974 OPS, 39 home runs, 96 RBIs, a WRC plus of 157 with a 400 WOBA. And all of this was in 122 games. I believe he was hurt and out for a little bit. But with that being said, even in 122 games, he accumulated a WAR of 6.5. So from that 2019 season, you can conclude that if he played a few more games, his stats would have gone up even more, and he would have had a great season, an even better one that he had in 2019. I just looked at the stats in the past. Now I'm going to give you my prediction as to what his 2021 season stat line will look like. I think he'll be hitting around that 300 average mark, and I think he will hit 40 home runs, and he'll be around that 100 RBI mark, and probably his OPS will be in the 900s, and maybe even towards that 1,000 mark. So that's my prediction for the AL MVP, George Springer with the Blue Jays. Lock it in, new team, fresh start, a lot of protection in the lineup, is going to rake this year. Let's move on to the NL MVP now. You got plenty of great candidates: Cody Bellinger, Christian Yelich, as I said, Mookie Betts as well. But I am going to pick Juan Soto. The OGs will know that last year for the 2020 shortened season, I predicted Juan Soto to win the MVP. He came up short. He missed some games. He still had an incredible season, but lost to Freddie Freeman in that race. He ended 5th in the MVP voting this year, and in 2019, he finished 9th in MVP voting. He is such a great hitter for his age. I mean, it is really incredible. Just take a look at his baseball savant page, and that thing is a spectacle. I mean, that thing is so nice, so satisfying to look at. All red, basically. If you use baseball savant, you know what I'm talking about. When you see all that bright red, all in that 90 percentile and above, it is a great sight to see. So let's go over his insane 2020 season. He hit 351 with a 1185 OPS, had 13 home runs, 37 RBIs, a WRC plus of 201, and a 478 WOBA. Mind you, this was all in 47 games. In my opinion, I think Juan Soto did just as good as Freddie Freeman in the 2020 shortened season. Unfortunately, Juan Soto missed some games, and Freddie Freeman was on the Braves, the NL East champs, so he had the narrative going for him, and I'm happy for Freddie Freeman for finally winning one. But in this next upcoming 2021 season, it is Juan Soto's year to shine. I gave the odds for George Springer, so I'm going to give it to you as well for Juan Soto. He is right now at plus 700 to win the NL MVP, so put some money on him, and I guarantee you that you'll be winning some money this year. Only 13 players since 1931 have won back-to-back MVPs, so it is a very difficult task to do. Jose Abreu and Freddie Freeman, they could definitely do it, but I just think the odds are not in their favor, so that's why I'm picking guys besides Jose Abreu and Freddie Freeman. And also, I didn't want to pick Mike Trout for that. That'd be way too easy. And same with Mookie Betts. You know, I just don't want to pick the front runners. That would not make for an interesting video. So those are my cases for my MVP picks. In the AL, you got George Springer, and in the NL, you got Juan Soto. Like I said earlier, make sure to mention who you think is going to win the MVP down below in the comments. No matter how bold your prediction is, I love seeing bold predictions down in the comment section, so make sure to give me yours. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I'll be definitely making more prediction videos. This one was the MVP predictions. I'll definitely have a Cy Young one coming out as well, and maybe even a World Series champ, World Series matchup video as well. So there'll be plenty of content on the way, MLB prediction videos. You don't want to miss them, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. With that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Perfect.